Assalamu alaikum students. How are you grade 9th? I hope you are doing well at your homes. Today we are going to start our lecture number 11. And you know that in our previous lecture we have learned about different types of plant tissues. Plant tissues are basically of two types, simple and compound tissues. We have started our discussion about the simple tissues, and we have discussed the first type of simple tissues, that is meristematic tissues, and now we are going to discuss the second type of simple tissues, that is permanent tissues and its classification. परमानेंट टिश्यूज़ ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यूज़. बेसिकली ये जो टिश्यूज़ हैं ये ओरिजिनेट मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यूज से ही होती हैं, बट द सेल्स ऑफ दीज टिश्यूज़ डू नॉट हैव द एबिलिटी टू डिवाइड. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, बेसिकली ये ओरिजिनेट मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यूज से ही होती हैं, बट दे डू नॉट हैव द एबिलिटी टू डिवाइड. इट मीन्स डैट इसके जो सेल्स हैं वो डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते. नाउ लुक्स at the classification of permanent tissues. Permanent tissues is basically further classified into the three types. Okay students, permanent tissues is further classified into three types. First is epidermal tissues, second one is ground tissues, and the third one is spore tissues. Okay students, three types of the permanent tissues are epidermal tissues, ground tissues and spore tissues. Okay students, now first of all we will discuss the epidermal tissues. Epidermal tissues are composed of single layer of cells. Okay students, इसमें just single layer, just one layer of cells जो है वो epidermal tissues में present होगी, and they cover plant body. प्लांट बॉडी को ये कवर करती हैं. इट्स मीन दैट इट इज़ द आउटर मोस्ट कवरिंग ऑफ द प्लांट बॉडी, जस्ट लाइक द फर्स्ट लेयर ऑफ द स्किन in our body, that is called epidermis. Okay students, epidermal tissues composed of just single layer of cells and covers the plant body, and they act as a barrier. Okay students, they act as a barrier between environment and internal plant tissues. So students, now clear that as it is the uppermost layer of the plant body, it will act as a barrier between plant parts and environment. So basically it is the upper layer of the plant body. All the exchange of the gases takes place through the epidermal tissues. It's mean that this tissue has direct interaction with the environment. In roots, अब बेटे different parts होते हैं ना plants के, roots, stems and leaves. Now we will see the function of epidermal tissues in roots, stems and leaves. So students, in roots they are also responsible for the absorption of water and minerals. Basically roots का function ही बेटा ये है कि वो water और minerals को absorb करते हैं from the soil and then transport it to the aerial parts of the plants, that are leaves and stems. So basically in roots this tissue is responsible for the absorption of water and minerals. What is the function of this tissue on stem and leaves? On stem and leaves they secrete cutin. Okay students, on stem and leaves they secrete cutin. What is cutin? Basically it is coating of cutin, that is called cuticle. It is basically a wax type layer that is present on leaves and stems, which prevents evaporation, जो extra evaporation को रोकती है. What is evaporation? Removal of water from the parts of the plants. So students, stems और leaves में ये basically क्या करती है, एक layer cuticle की form कर देती है, and the coating, and it basically cuticle क्या है, it is the coating of a cutin which is a waxy layer that is present on stems and leaves, and it prevents evaporation. Epidermal tissues also have some specialized structures that perform specific functions. For example, root hairs and stomata. You know that root have various hair-like structures that are present on it, which are called root hairs. Basically, root hairs increases the surface area of the root that helps in the absorption of water and minerals, and stomata are the pores that are present in the leaves and responsible for the movement of gases, that is carbon dioxide and oxygen or water molecules are also diffused through these pores. So students, now the first type of the permanent tissues is clear, that is epidermal tissues. It is basically composed of single layer of cells and it covers the plant body. In roots, it is responsible for the absorption of water and mineral, but in stem and leaves, it secretes a cutin which prevents the evaporation. Beside this tissue also have some specialized structures that perform specific functions. Okay students, now we will move towards the second type of permanent tissues. As I have told you in the start of the lecture that there are three types of the permanent tissues. One is epidermal tissue, second one is ground tissue, and the third one is spore tissues. So the students, now we will discuss the second type of permanent tissues, that is ground tissues. Ground tissues are simple tissues that are made up of parenchyma cells. Okay students, parenchyma cells are most abundant cells in plants. जो parenchyma cells हैं वो plants में सबसे ज़्यादा present होते हैं. Overall they are spherical. जो इसकी shape है ना बेटे वो spherical है but flat at point of contact. But ये जहाँ पे दूसरे cell के साथ attach हो रहे होंगे वहाँ पे ये flat हो जाते हैं. So students, clear that what is the shape of parenchyma cell? Basically, parenchyma cells are spherical in shape, but at the point of contact, they becomes flat. They have thin primary cell walls. जो इसकी cell walls है ना बेटे, वो thin होती हैं ground tissues की and have large vacuoles for the storage of food. और इसके जो vacuole हैं वो बहुत ही large होता है इसका, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा food जो है वो उसमें store हो सके. In leaves they are called mesophyll. हम leaves में इन cell को mesophyll कहते हैं, where they are the sites of photosynthesis. In other parts, they are the sites of respiration and protein synthesis. And you know that students, the process of photosynthesis takes place in the leaf. So in the leaf, they act as mesophyll cells, but in the other parts of the plants, they are the sites of respiration and protein synthesis. बेटे इसके अलावा एक सेकेंड फंक्शन भी है parenchyma cells का. Most parenchyma cells can develop the ability to divide and differentiate into other types of cells, and they do so during the process of repairing an injury. तो बेसिकली parenchyma cells जो हैं उनमें ability है कि वो divide कर सकते हैं और differentiate हो जाते हैं other type of cells में. Okay students, divide करके means new types of cells बना लेते हैं at the part of the plant where the process of repairing take place due to an injury. Okay students, now the ground tissues is clear. Ground tissues basically simple tissues होती हैं जो parenchyma cells से बनी हुई होती हैं. Parenchyma cells basically most abundant cells हैं plants में. They are spherical in shape but flat at the point of contact. जहाँ पे ये दूसरे सेल से मिलते हैं एडजेसेंट सेल से, तो इसकी शेप जो है वो ये फ्लैट हो जाती है. दे हैव थिन प्राइमरी सेल वॉल्स एंड आल्सो हैव लार्ज वैक्यूल्स फॉर द स्टोरेज ऑफ द फूड. Now you can see the figure 4.3 in which ground tissues are present and you can see the parenchyma cells that are present in it. Students, you can see the figure 4.3 which shows the first type of permanent tissues, that is epidermal tissues, and you can easily see the epidermal cells that are present in it, and you can also see the small pores that are present green in color, and that pores are called stomata, and it is surrounded by concave shaped cells, and that cells are called guard cells. Okay students, basically stomata is an opening that is controlled by the guard cells. Two guard cells are present. If it attained a broad or concave shaped, then the pores present between them are open, and when they becomes flat, then the pores becomes flat and close at the night. So basically the stomata are opening during the daytime when the process of photosynthesis takes place. So students, now we have discussed the two types of permanent tissues. We have discussed about epidermal tissues and ground tissues, and we have observed the figure of these two tissues. And now we will move towards the third type of tissue, that is sport tissues. What is the function of sport tissues? These tissues basically provide strength and flexibility to plants. Means ये plants को strength provide करती है, उसको flexibility provide करती है. And there are further two types of sport tissues. One is collenchyma tissue and the other one is sclerenchyma tissue. First of all, we will discuss the collenchyma tissues. They are found in cortex. Cortex is present beneath the epidermis. Epidermis is the first layer, and after that cortex is present. So cortex is made up of collenchyma tissues of young stems and in the mid ribs of leaf. Mid ribs of leaves क्या है? जो vein आती है main, that is present in the leaf is called midrib. Okay students, when you observe the structure of a leaf, you can see that a vein that is present in the center of the leaves and it through which it is attached to the stem, that is called midribs of leaves and in petals of flowers. So बेटे collenchyma tissue कहाँ कहाँ पे present होती है? It is present in cortex of young stems. जो just young stems हैं उनमें present होती हैं cortex में. What is cortex? It is the layer that is present between the epidermis and it is present in the midrib of the leaves and in petals of flowers. ठीक है बेटे, stems में ये cortex में present होंगी, leaves में midribs में present हैं और flowers की petals में ये present होती हैं. They are made of elongated cells. अब जो बेटे इन cells की shape है ना, ये लेंथ वाइज इसकी शेप होती है विद अनइवनली थिकन्ड प्राइमरी सेल वॉल्स. ठीक है, और इसके जो सेल्स है ना उसकी थिकनेस अनइवन है. मीन्स कहीं थिकनेस बहुत ज़्यादा है और कहीं कम है. इट मीन्स डैट इट इज़ thickened at some point but it is thin at some points. They are flexible and its function is to support the organs in which they are found. और जहाँ पे ये present होंगी वहाँ पे इसका function क्या है कि ये उन organs को support करती है और basically ये क्या है, flexible होते हैं. So students, you can see the figure 4.35 in which you can see the diagram of collenchyma tissue. Now we will discuss the second type of sport tissues, that is sclerenchyma tissue. They are composed of cells with rigid secondary cell walls. और बेटा आपको क्लियर होगा what is primary and secondary cell walls. हमने 4th चैप्टर के स्टार्ट में जब सेल वॉल का टॉपिक पढ़ा था उसमें हमने पढ़ा था प्लांट्स में टू टाइप्स ऑफ वॉल्स जो हैं सेल वॉल्स होती हैं. फर्स्ट इज़ प्राइमरी विच इज़ मेड अप ऑफ सेलुलोज एंड द अदर वन इज़ secondary cell wall which provides pores and it is made up of lignin that is very tough material. So students, जो sclerenchyma tissues है उसमें जो cells होते हैं उसमें rigid secondary cell wall present होती है and their cell walls are hardened with lignin. बेटे वही चीज़ आ गई है कि इसमें जो chemical component present होता है ना cell wall में वो लिग्निन है. लिग्निन क्या है? वो बेसिकली मेन केमिकल कंपोनेंट होता है वुड का. एंड मैच्योर sclerenchyma cells cannot elongate and most of them are dead. जब sclerenchyma cells मैच्योर हो जाते हैं ना वो फर्दर इलोंगेट नहीं करते और ज़्यादातर जो उसमें सेल्स होते हैं वो डेड होते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ क्लियर डैट जो स्क्लेरेन्काइमा टिश्यू है वो रिजिड सेकेंडरी सेल वॉल होते हैं उसमें, और इस सेल वॉल को ये हार्ड करती हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ द लिग्निन। लिग्निन बेसिकली मेन केमिकल कंपोनेंट है वुड का। नाउ यू कैन सी द फिगर 4.36 in which you can see the sclerenchyma tissues. So students, we have learned about all types of simple tissues. Two major categories of simple tissues. We have learned two major categories of simple tissues. One is meristematic tissues and the other one is permanent tissues. Okay bete, these two types are the categories of simple tissues. Simple tissues. Meristematic tissues consist of two types of tissues, apical and lateral meristems, and permanent tissues has three types of tissues: epidermal tissues, ground tissues, and spore tissues. And spore tissues further have two types: collenchyma tissues and sclerenchyma tissues. So students, we have learned about the simple tissues, and in our next lecture we will continue with compound tissues. See you in the next lecture. God bless you.